Hello, and welcome to News at Northwest. I'm Mitch Laggy.
And I'm Megan Eisenhower. It's the end of the semester and things are finally starting to get a little hectic around campus, with finals week fast approaching. We go to our two reporters, Christoph Sommerfeld and Hagen Hunsaker, to see how fellow NWC students are handling the stress.
Many students are stressing about finals at Northwest.
Honestly, they're not that bad, but I am kind of nervous because it's getting down to crunch time and I still have a lot to do.
I think I'm doing very well. Out of all the classes I have, I only have one final, but unfortunately it's a really big one and it's going to take literally the whole entire week to do it, but I think I can do it, so.
Good. They've been kind of long considering I'm partially an art major, so there's a lot of time that goes into them.
The college offers many accommodations for students during finals.
I just kind of work on it bit by bit. I started last weekend, or I guess this weekend, I don't know. And just kind of knocking it down here and there. I have a total of like 3 finals plus a paper to do. Luckily, my finals are just on one day, so one's on Monday, one's on Tuesday, one's on Wednesday. Yeah, I guess I'm just kind of working on it here and there.
Many students flock to the library for a quiet place to study and prepare for finals.
Definitely the library. I think the library is a lot easier for me to focus because if I'm in my room, like my roommate's in there and the TV's in there, the music, and then I'm like, oh, look, there's something else I can do besides my homework. So I go to the library. It's easier.
The library has extended its hours so students can spend more time studying.
I keep trying to convince my teachers that we shouldn't take them, but somehow they don't listen to me.
What have I done? I've spent a lot of time in both the 2D room as well as the drawing one room. I've put 10 hours into my one, and I've got to put about 20 more into my next one. So,
this has been Christoph Sommerfeld and Hagen Hunsaker for News at Northwest. Good luck on your finals, students.
Thanks, Christoph and Hagen. Finals may be everyone's main priority right now, but for the photography students, they've been focused on their final projects since the beginning of the academic year. We go to anchor and trapper reporter Megan Eisenhower to get the inside scoop on what it means to be a photo student in a nationally ranked program.
Northwest College is home to a nationally ranked photographic communications program where students from all over can come and express themselves and their art through their camera lenses. Ranked number 8 nationally out of all college photography programs makes NWC the place to be.
We're a commercial program, so we're workforce ready. We are interested in students who have a passion for photography and want to be able to make a living doing photography. So we train them to have the skills to go out and do that.
Not only does this program offer their students a chance to be creative, they also give them the tools they need to be successful.
We have a freshman studio and 3 portrait studios. We have a commercial studio as well. It's just really nice to be able to get in the studios and do, what we want to do, and it's really cool to see something in your head and be able to create it in the studios because we have such nice facilities.
With the stress of finals starting to set in, photography majors use this time to better their portfolios for when they are done at NWC.
Well, in real-world scenarios, when you go for a job interview and it's photography related, you need to show them a portfolio. So you need to have a body of work that has some kind of continuity to it. Plus, if they happen to have somebody that's looking to hire them, they've heard about them going to our program, they have something professional to show these potential clients.
For more information on the Photographic Communications Program, visit northwestcollege.edu. For NWC TV, I'm Megan Eisenhower. The forensics team here at NWC sure has a lot to be proud of. Ranked in the top 20 of the nation among other colleges and universities, our small school is a force to be reckoned with when it comes to a good old debate. We go to our trapper reporter, Anna Marie Victor, to see what it takes to become a part of the NWC forensics team.
Northwest College is home to many sports and activities, but one activity that is often overlooked is speech and debate.
I think forensics is a lot more than people give it credit for. It's not just an activity that we do for fun or because we're nerds or because we're brainiacs. It's a way of life. For those of us who compete in speech and debate, it takes up almost all of our time, and we don't just do that because we get a scholarship or because we want to goof off and have fun. We do it because it means something to us. For many, going to forensics is an escape from the everyday stress of school. You get to compete against people from all across the nation and make new friends. And for many of us, going to a debate round is the same type of adrenaline that you would get before a basketball game or a wrestling tournament.
Debate is about arguing about a specific resolution that both teams have access to, and then they discuss the merits or lack of merit of that resolution or of the topic that's in the resolution. Individual events are a lot broader in scope, and it's less direct in that there's not necessarily a specific winner and loser every round.
Students work hard all year preparing pieces and preparing themselves for the rigorous debate that they'll be facing at competitions. This year, the team consists of 12 team members and 3 coaches. Here's hoping our forensics team does well at their national competition and in every competition up until then. Here's Anna Marie Victor for Trapper News.
Thanks, Anna Marie. One of the great things about attending a school with on-campus housing is getting to meet so many new and different people. The residential assistants in each dormitory are there to help students feel comfortable away from home, as well as make life in the dorms fun. We go to Trapper reporter and Lewis and Clark RA, Mitch Laggy, to see what it means to be an RA around campus.
Simpson Hall is a place where Northwest College students sleep, socialize, study, and live their everyday lives. Simpson Hall is also home to 6 RAs who are there to make the hall a fun and safe environment for students to live and learn. I spoke with a few of these colorful characters to ask them about their everyday lives and skills that they have acquired while working in the resident assistant position.
I became an RA because I wanted to meet new people, make people feel welcome in the halls. And it's a really fun job. I really love it.
I only hang out with the friends who's only in class with me. But being RA, I just have more people to interact with and hang out with.
RAs have the task of getting to know every person that lives in their hall. They have to interact with these people on a day-to-day basis. This is where a person's communication skills get put to the test. The RAs that I spoke to all said that being able to deal with people is key.
I learned that you're not living here by yourself. You have to respect other people, and they have their own life. You know, wherever you go, you have to interact with people, other people. And these jobs teach me how to interact with people and understanding other people.
Well, I've learned how to be a better leader, a better friend to certain people. I've learned to accept other people with different backgrounds and whatnot.
There are some benefits of being an RA. While some of those benefits are monetary, the real benefit is brought about by the skills and experience that they gain along the way.
Being an RA will teach you, like I said earlier, a bunch of leadership skills and responsibility that a lot of jobs look for in a person. So I feel that it will definitely help anybody get a job later on.
For me, I love meeting new people. There is the benefits of like having free room and board, but to me that's secondary. I love making new friends, and so far I've made a bunch of great people that I know I'll be with for a long time in my life.
RAs throw programs in the halls where residents can get together to have a fun time, such as an ice cream social. But programs can also be pointed towards more taboo topics like sexual health and social issues.
A program is basically an activity or an event that us RAs will put on to either teach the residents something or just hang out with them, get their minds off of schoolwork for a bit, kind of help them relax, make them feel like they're more of a community than just a dormitory.
I caught up with a few residents of Simpson Hall to ask them about their RA.
My RA is Cody Lamott. We haven't really had any problems because he's such a good RA. I mean, there's no problem, nothing to worry about.
My name is Levi Peterson. Yuki. I love him.
Why do you love him so much?
Because he makes my life easy. He's let me into my room several times.
This is Mitch Laggy for Trapper News. The English department has set up a poetry meet and read the first Friday of every month. Students, faculty, and Powell residents can come to the Hinckley Library and read poetry that they have written themselves to a small audience. NWC TV reporter Hayden Skeeman was there to talk to the English professors who are in charge of putting on this monthly event.
Northwest College Soccer First Friday took place on Friday afternoon, and residents of Northwest College read their poetry. This event takes place once a month in the Trapper Library, so if you are in the mood for some poetry, go to the library once a month on the day it's scheduled.
If not now, when? My mind is racing with a million thoughts a second. Fear is staring me straight in the face and screams, "You can't do this. You're too weak." What are you, some big baby who can't help herself? You're doomed. Doubt says, "Are you sure you didn't ask for it? You were just as bad." Confusion says, "Did it really happen?" This won't help you. Something is wrong with you. Maybe you are crazy, like you said. Maybe you should be committed to the mental ward. With all of these thoughts, my body starts to respond physically. My whole body trembles as if I'm having an internal earthquake that measures an 8.0 on the Richter scale. My palms are sweating. My mouth is dry as cotton on a hot summer day. It is as if my mind is trying to paralyze me. Yet, as if autopilot had turned on, something deep within my soul takes over. I press the doorbell.
Here's a word with a retired professor from Northwest College who taught poetry here at Northwest College. Here are his thoughts on today's event and his experience with poetry.
My experience in poetry is that it is my life work. I've studied poetry, I write poetry of my own, and I taught poetry here at Northwest College. Early on in my time here, probably about 10 years ago, we decided that in conjunction with the writers series that brought practicing writers to campus, we also needed to hear the voices of writers on campus. Writing is meant to be heard, it's meant to be experienced. It shouldn't just be in the classroom and in a book. So we started this monthly reading so that writers could present their work, learn from those presentations, and build on that to revise their work more fully. Not only that, we found also that many people wanted to read their favorite work. And I think that's an important part of First Friday, because work that was written in the past or written in the present doesn't just belong in magazine or in books, it belongs in the public to be heard.
This is Hayden Skeeman with Trapper News.
Northwest College recently hosted the Buffalo Feast with special guest Montana native hip-hop artist Superman. We go to Trapper reporter Zach Denton to see what Superman had to offer to the NWC crowd.
This September, Northwest College was visited by a Mr. Superman. He gave a performance that sold out and was filled with jokes and his own unique style of rapping.
Right-legged horse seeks left-legged horse for stable relationship. On the mic, yo, this freestyle with last, we coming through with, yo, I stay rough, yo, I come through just like a sagebrush, rough and rugged, you can't unplug it, kick it on the mic, even busted.
The house was packed, filled with good food, good entertainment, and good people.
You know, we live in a crazy world. I heard that somebody in Detroit gets stabbed every 53 seconds. I'd hate to be that guy. Who wants this? Who wants this? Y'all make some noise. Come on, put your hands up, put your hands up high. Put your hands up, put your hands up high. Put your hands up. I pray for Black Whistle and those who had missiles. I pray for young leaders to be raised up and old leaders who gave up. I pray that they wouldn't stay stuck. I pray for skateboarders grinding on concrete and all the MCs who be rhyming on bomb beats.
Northwest College truly had a good time that night.
This is where you clap.
NWC Volleyball has ended with a record-breaking season. We go to News at Northwest sports anchor Zach Denton to see how our Lady Trappers did at the national tournament.
The Lady Trappers finished 4th this year at the NJCAA tournament in Casper, Wyoming, knocking out the #1 ranked team, Iowa Western. We go to sports reporter Aaron Dacus, who sat down and talked with the team about how it felt to achieve so much this season.
The Northwest College Trapper Volleyball team finished 4th at the national tournament this year. National placing is merely a cherry on top for the sophomore class. To them, it was all about getting to share the experience with their sisters.
This season means a lot, and a lot of people like to only focus on the Final Four aspect, but I like to look back at the season and see all the little wins that we had as a team together. Like, it started in preseason when we camped out in the gym, and we all did our bonding, and we all came really close together and became a family.
Like the last season playing Trapper Volleyball, I was so glad we got fourth as a team. Like I couldn't ask for anything better, and then it just proves that all the hard work we put in, we sacrificed so much time, we were here early. It just helps to know that all of that pays off, and then being a part of this family means everything to me. I have 3 brothers, I have no sisters, so being able to call them my sisters was so much fun, and be able to get away from New Mexico and come here was one of the best experiences.
Knowing that you have support from the community, from your coaches, from your family, and just being with your family, which is my team, is just an amazing feeling, and I'm glad we finished our season like that.
This is Aaron Dacus reporting for NWC TV.
Congrats, Lady Trappers, on your great season. It's that time of year again where everyone's got Christmas on the brain. To end our show, we are going to take a look into a couple of holiday classics. To start out, we are going to take a look at this year's Northwest Civic Orchestra Christmas performance of The Polar Express. We set our Trapper reporter, Reese Durham, out.
Saturday, December 6th at 7 p.m., the Northwest Civic Orchestra played a rendition of The Polar Express at Northwest College's Nelson Performing Arts Auditorium. After the show, we asked some community members what they thought of the performance.
Very, very well put together. And I don't know, I've always loved the Polar Express movie as well, and they really, really enveloped the entire movie into the beginning and end of it. And then I liked how they made us sing, or had us sing along with it. I thought that was really cool.
I think the program was done really well. I appreciate them making an effort to put Christ back in Christmas. Even though the orchestra is not very large in numbers, they put out a beautiful sound.
We're here with Maureen Aiken of the Northwest Civic Orchestra. Miss Aiken, when did you get the idea to do a Polar Express Christmas show?
What we'd originally planned to do for the Christmas concert fell through right after a November 8th concert. And so I was scrambling to put something together and realized that the city of Powell with Country Christmas was going to do Polar Express, and I thought that that would be a great thing to tie into since Country Christmas was today. I just decided that we'd tie in and create a Polar Express concert to match Country Christmas.
You didn't have a lot of time to practice for this then, did you?
Rehearsal night is Thursday night, so we had a week off during Thanksgiving, so we had basically 3 Thursday night rehearsals and a Saturday dress.
How do you feel the performance went tonight?
I thought it went terrific. I thought the orchestra did really, really well. We've got great musicians, lots of musicianship, and they just really came through on short preparation time.
This is Reese Durham with Trapper News.
This year, NWC students and Powell residents can head over to the Nelson Performing Arts Auditorium and enjoy this year's holiday production of A Christmas Story. This play involves children and adults from around the community who have come together to portray this 1983 family classic. NWC TV's reporter Elliot Robertson is here with the story.
Northwest College is preparing to host the play A Christmas Story on the 12th and 13th of December.
It's a story of a boy or an older middle-aged man remembering what it was like growing up in Ohio, and looking forward to getting the best Christmas present ever.
The play is based around the 1983 comedy classic A Christmas Story, whose cast comprises of several members of the community.
Well, I play Santa Claus, which is a pivotal moment in the beginning of the second act, where the character of Ralphie finally gets his opportunity to ask the man for the Red Ryder BB gun that he so desperately wants. And I basically get the opportunity to shoot his hopes down. I'm like, he'll shoot your eye out, kid. And just reinforce everything that all the other adults have said to him.
We've got a lot of child actors in the show. They're, the younger ones. I think our youngest one is 7, and for child actors, 7 to 14, and then we've got a lot of adults in it as well.
The performance will run about 2 hours in length, and all ages are welcome to attend, with ticket prices ranging from $10 for adults and $8 for senior citizens and kids. The play will be held in the Nelson Performing Arts Building at 7 p.m.
I think that they're in for a nostalgic experience. So many people actually love this movie, and so to see it staged live is a very different experience.
This is William Robertson, Trapper News.
A Christmas Story is open to the public December 12th and 13th. Well, that's all from us here from News at Northwest. I'm Mitch Laggy.
And I'm Megan Eisenhower. From all of us here at NWC TV, Merry Christmas.